Happy Mail Queen. Happy Thursday to everybody. So I just wanted to share some more of the pizza boxes that I've been making. The last time I showed you guys this one right here. This was my first one, and then we did this on the tutorial. And so I made 3 more. So let me just share that with you, and then afterwards I did say I was going to show you a tutorial on my little shaker ornament here, or tag if you will. I did make the shaker, so I'll show you guys how to put that together in case some of you, don't know how to make a shaker. So I will do a tutorial on this one at the end. Okay, so let me just share with you real quick. So here's another box that I made. So again, the pizza box is 6 by 6, and just check out the tutorial. I will leave the link down below. So this one's all silver, and I used again another Winnie Winterland image, digital image, and then I just decorated with some snowflakes and ribbon right here. This sheer ribbon was actually, I got that online, and it actually came with, it was, we were putting together like a little favor box for my mom's 50th anniversary, my mom and dad's 50th anniversary, and these little ribbon came along with it, and I had some left over. So yeah, I just used sheer ribbon and the snowflake dies that I've been cutting up. See these? And I was using this die right here by, I think it's McGill. Yeah, it's McGill, and it's one of these 1 3/8 inch snowflake die. But whatever snowflake die you have, not die, but punch, die or punch. So yeah, these corners right here I thought was really pretty. And that is made using, excuse me, a little hoarse here, using one of the Crafter's Companion. This is called the Opulent Corners. And I believe my friend Mimi had picked this up for me because I couldn't find it at my Tuesday morning when they were selling these, Downton Abbey Crafter's Companion dies. But anyway, it looks like this. And I had used this one here with the scalloped edges for this box. I love this. It's really pretty, and it cuts like butter. Like it, you do have to pop out a little bit of the pieces in the inside, but it comes out, nice. I mean, it just pops out of the die. So, yeah, so I did this one, and then I did line it. And for this one, I used one of the papers from Michael's. I think it was from last year. I basically, just took a lot of I have a lot of 6 by 6. I didn't even realize how much Christmas paper I have. And I had a lot of these 6 by 6 ones. And I really love this one called Ice Crystals from Michael's. It's one of the recollections. I think this was from last year or the previous year. But anyway, love, love, love this stack. So it went perfect with this, light blue and silver theme. So I just lined it with these. And by the way, on my tutorial, you guys, I apologize. I think I said I cut these at 5.5 by 5.5, and of course that's a little too small. And I did that. I said that because I think one of them I did cut kind of small. It might be this one right here. Yeah, see, I did 5.5 by 5.5, which is, it comes out a little too small as a mat on the inside. So 5 3/4 is what you want to cut it so that it fits nicely in the box. Okay, so and that's what I did here. So it kind of just fills it up a little better. Okay, so that's one box, and then I made a red one. I thought, traditional colors would be really cute too. And for this one, I used a specialty paper, and I don't even remember where I got this paper. I want to say it was in one of the kits, I think, that I bought. I don't remember, you guys. I'm not sure. But, always check out Michael's specialty papers. They have all kinds of different ones. But this is the flocked, like a damask, or is it swirl? anyway, it has a really pretty pattern on it, and it's flocked, so it feels very, very velvety. And yeah, I just, again, covered the box with it, and then I used, again, one of the corners, and I think for that one I used this one right here, the opulent corner. And so I just put that in. I think it adds to it. I just cut it out of 110-pound cardstock, and then glued that down with my what do you call it? I think I might have used glossy accent, I can't remember, or I think I might have used the glitter art one, because it dries, I mean, because of the little, it's very intricate, so I needed like glue that would get to those areas. So this one I used my scalloped circle, what is it called? It's called Lacy Oval, no, Lacy Circle from Spellbinders, the white cardstock on the bottom. And then this is, again, one of the Winnie Winterland die cuts, or not, well, I cut it out, but it's one of the elements in that collection. So, and then I put this is one of the Dollar Tree bows, glittery bow from, I think, last year or the previous year, from the Dollar Tree. So yeah, very cute, very simple. And then I just lined it again with, this one is from a Hobby Lobby paper, one of the Christmas 6x6 papers that I picked up. It's the one with the little critters on it, called Winnie Winterland. And I thought that was perfect for this one. And then this is the last one I made. I made one in gold, using gold paper, gold cardstock from Michaels, from their, you know, specialty open stock papers, cardstock. And then this background here is a die, again, from Crafter's Companion. I am loving their dies. I wanted to play with it, you know, because I got so many. I got a lot of the dies. And this one is called Ornamental Screen. And it looks like that, and it's pretty big. I think, let's see, what are the dimensions here? It's 4 1/4 by 5.5. 4 1/4 by 5.5. Okay, so yeah, perfect for this one, I thought. And then again, used the Winnie Winterland, stickled it, put some bling on her crown, of course, because you need some Swarovski crystals on that crown, right? And then these little snowflakes was gifted to me by my friend Mimi, who is So Scrappy 79. Thank you, Mimi. Love those. I was like, I need some really tiny sequins, you know, specifically snowflakes, because I don't know why right now I'm just decorating with snowflakes. So I found them in my stash, and I love it. Just very simple, simply decorated. And then I just used one of the ribbons from, I think it's from Michael's Celebrate It, and it's this one right here. It's kind of a creamy, and it has that iridescent line on it. I love this ribbon. It's very, very pretty. And it goes perfectly with gold or silver, because it has that like silver iridescent line in the middle. And it's partly sheer, so I love that. So very pretty. So yeah, and then I just lined this one with another paper from another holiday stack from, this one's from Hobby Lobby. I told you guys, I just like pulled out all my Christmas paper, and that one is from this stack right here, the Holiday Chic stack. Remember this one? I never got to use it last year, but it's so pretty. Or maybe I used it once, but I have so much of it left. Love that paper. But yeah, love the snowflakes on this one. So those are the 3 new boxes that I created. I hope you guys like them. Just wanted to give you guys, you know, some more ideas, because I know some of you guys are wanting to make these pizza boxes. They're so much fun to make. So now let me just, let's see. I can show you a quick tutorial. So for the shakers, here's another one that I made. Okay, so all I did was cut out, let's do this one right here. Okay, so again, using my shaker die set from Queen & Company. And I apologize, I don't think they're not selling this anymore, the dies. I mean, I went on queenandcompany.com and I did not see this die set. They have a bunch of different ones, but I did not see this one. So I know one of you guys was asking me what, where I got this die. But I did see at Hobby Lobby, they have a Stephanie Bernard tag set. And it's very close to this. It's not a shaker, but you can definitely use just a regular circle punch if you have it, or even a circle die that you can just place in the middle to cut out that middle part, and then you have a little frame, okay, to make your shaker. So you can do that as well. Or you can just use your circle punch. You just won't have that little loop in the end, but you know, whatever you fancy. But yeah, those are just options that you can do if you want that same look. So all I did was cut the glitter paper twice, okay, and the back I kind of left inside. It didn't even cut all the way through, and I just left it at that, so that I have a full backing. And then I cut my acetate. Here's my piece of acetate. I just used my circle die to cut that, and you know, of course you want to make sure that that's a little bit bigger than the, I should say over here, a little bit, just a little bit bigger than the inside circle here, so that you can adhere it down. Okay, and then of course I cut my topper. So oh, and then you have to also cut your foam. So this foam here, I believe, is the 5mm one. It's either 4 or 5mm. It's the thickest one that they have, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. And it is the Silly Wink. This is the brand right here, Silly Winks foam sheet. And see, it doesn't even say here. Oh, well, here's the dimensions. I guess it's 0.5 centimeter thick. Okay, but I think it's like about a 5mm. Yeah, it is. So just be careful when you do cut through. Try not to, first of all, try to use a cutting pad that is pretty straight, that's not warped, because then you're not going to get a clean cut. This one here, as you can see, I cut it several times, and do you see how it kind of fuses? Because you're squishing it, basically. And so certain parts of the foam just gets, you know, squished, and they kind of like fuse. Whereas this one here, it's nice, it's nicer, and it's nice and thick, and it keeps its shape, okay, so that it doesn't stretch. So yeah, just try to do it in one pass. It will go through. Okay, so let's go ahead and assemble this. What you need is your glue. So I have my Fabri-Tac. You also want some sequins, of course, because it's a shaker. So I have my sequins ready right here. And I'm using a little spoon because I tend to overfill sometimes. This way I won't. So that way, yeah, it'll shake, you know. And I don't want to cover like the image either. So you don't want to put too much in there. Okay. So for the acetate, to adhere the acetate, I actually like to use 1/8 inch red tape. But you could also use your glue. Okay, but I don't know, I find that it's easier or faster. So all I do is put this 1/8 inch. Because sometimes you don't want the wet glue to ooze, you know, and it's acetate, and once it oozes, it just kind of ruins your acetate a little bit. I don't know. Just for me, this works, and I just have more control with this one, and I don't get all that oozing. It's okay if you get oozing from the paper, you know, when you're adhering paper, because it won't really mark your paper because it dries clear. But when you're doing it on acetate, it will dry clear, but then you get the, you know, the smudge look, and I don't like that. So all I do is go all the way around. I am in frame, right? All the way around the acetate. And I'm basically getting it on the edge, but partly a little over the edge, as you can see here. Because you don't want too much on the acetate, because it will show when you add your circle, your frame. All right, so I just go all the way around, and then I cut that piece at the end there. So let's just cut that. Okay. And then you want to peel this off. If I can get my hands on it. First you want to peel the bottom. Okay, so see how that is? Okay, and then you're going to put this on the top portion, okay, of your shaker. So just kind of center that as best as you can. Like that, I think is pretty centered. Okay, and then just give it a good squeeze there just to make sure that it's adhered. You could even do your bone folder here, just to make sure that acetate is actually on there. Okay, and so yeah, you have to put it really on the edge so that it doesn't show here around. It just gives it a cleaner finish. Okay, so that's your top piece. Now let's work on the bottom piece. So you take your bottom piece, let's put our image in, and reglue it. Not a problem, right? So one thing about this this glue, it's nice and strong, but if it's not fully dry yet, you can't peel it off. Okay, so there we go. Let's glue it again. Oh boy. Of course that's going to happen when I'm doing the tutorial, right? Okay, so again, push that in. And it's not even completely centered, but that's okay. I'm trying to hurry up, you guys, so this is not going to come out perfect, and that's okay. Always happens when you're doing a tutorial. All right, so there it is. It's adhered. You want this to dry a little bit before you put your sequins, otherwise your sequins is going to stick on there. Okay, so see, you just put your sequins and then you put more glue here, and this time I can put this, just try not to get it on. I actually put it on the foam. And while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead actually and put this adhesive on top. I mean this glue. Okay. Go ahead and put your sequence mix. Just don't, you don't want to, and I just kind of go like this just to make sure I'm not going to cover. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to put, because that's all you need. Now when you put this, try not to, you know, squish it down too much, because you don't want that glue to ooze. Okay, just put a little pressure, but not too much. And don't shake it yet, because you don't want your sequins sticking on the wet glue. And that's it. You just let this dry. Okay. And just look, you know, when it's a little bit more dry, just look on the side, you know, to make sure there's no, sorry, just look on the side just to make sure there's no gap. Okay. So that's it. That's how you do the shaker. And then you just want to embellish. So you're going to just do a little, you know, ribbon. Okay. We can do that right now real quick. You can use tacky glue or you can use, here, glue gun for the sake of the tutorial so it sticks on there nice and quick. Just stick that and put a little glue here. Stick your layered yeah, and that's it. And then you put your string. And that is how you make your beautiful shaker ornament. Okay guys, I think this is long enough, so I'll talk to you guys later. Stay tuned for a haul video and some more projects from me. Bye for now.